Hi, everybody. Did you know that September has National Hummingbird Month? Or day. They have National Hummingbird Day, which I didn't even, once I saw that, I stayed. My great grandma was, everybody thought she loved chickens, so they all bought her chicken stuff, and she had this amazing, I wish that I was around, but she had this amazing, beaded chicken. It was made out of beans that her kids had made for her, and it was huge. I think my great grandpa and he had all the kids help her like build this almost paint by number with beans, and it was chickens, and she had all kinds of other chickens because people just determined that was what she liked. So, but she really loved hummingbirds. And so when I saw that that was September's theme, of course that's going to be September's code, so you can get a discount on your when you're a first time purchaser, getting that discount on that subscription. And the community has big things coming. I'm working on moving our platform, so I'm super excited for that. And for anybody who is wondering, you actually get the first month free, and then you get that discount code. So, what I really want to talk about right now, though, is I want to talk about floundering, which I thought was funny because I was like, oh, floundering is the topic. I was talking to my business coach and I've been floundering a lot. And so I wanted to talk about what that looks like, right? And I think it's funny because if floundering, which is water and like just being stuck, but then we're doing hummingbirds, right? Hummingbirds, they have to beat their wings to keep going. They have to, they can sit for a short amount of time, but they have to have that just to keep everything flowing and moving correctly. And I don't know if you've ever seen a hummingbird, but I have seen a hummingbird up close and personal. There was one stuck in our camper. And in that camper, my mom and I, we put a towel on her and we brought her outside, and she was panicking and she was just rushing, and she couldn't even, like, you could just see her breathing heavy and her heart beating. And my mom, she got her to sit on her finger, and that hummingbird just sat there. And as a little kid, I thought that was an eternity, just sitting there in that moment of silence. And if any of you know me, I'm not a meditator. I choose Pilates over yoga because I don't have to stop and think. And it was an eternity for me to watch this little hummingbird just catch their breath. And as I'm talking about this, and I'm talking about floundering and all of these things, as a business owner, it's very difficult to catch your breath sometimes. Sometimes you stay up all night long because it's the only time clients aren't contacting you. And so it's the only time you can get your own work done, or it's the only time you can focus on projects, or you have people messaging you 100 times in a day because you're working on your videos and you refuse to be sidetracked. If you notice, we have done the fall commercials for Creative Spirit, so I wanted to take that time and create the September video as well. Um, but when you're floundering and you're stuck and you're just waiting, or you're hitting that window as hard as you can because you're flying as fast as you can, but you can't get out. There's a window in your way. That glass ceiling has hit you. A lot of times it's because you have so much going on that you don't know how to sort it out. And so accountability, and having an accountability business coach or having an accountability partner, really allows you the space to breathe. You get to come in and you get to open up, okay, this is the stuff that I am overwhelmed with. If you are a note taker, take your notes. If you have papers, take your papers. If you have notes all over and stickies all over, put everything on one thing, one platform, one place. Everything that you're working on, build that list. And then I want you to take that list and send that list to somebody. Here is my list. Then look at your calendar. A lot of times, I have my calendar built out to where I have the mornings to myself. And when I onboarded my new client, I really I allowed myself and them to step over my morning boundary. And so my lives haven't been happening or things that I'm supposed to do are not being done. And I had to reestablish my boundary. I will not look at my phone until 10 o'clock. And then I will spend an hour going through the messages, resorting things. And I had a client who asked me, she said, "Well, if you can't be at your phone until 10, then I won't message you until 10." And my response was, "No, please message me because then we're not forgetting things and I can just organize as I'm looking at the phone." However, you could be like, "You know what? Yeah, I don't need any communication from anybody until 10 o'clock, so please don't message me prior to 10." And set those boundaries, and your clients will honor them. Sometimes they need to be a self boundary. For myself, I need to honor that for myself. I don't touch my phone. It's here, it's off. And then at 10 o'clock, I'll reach out and grab my phone. That helps me breathe. A lot of floundering, a lot of glass wall hitting is because people are in front of you and you're trying to do their work before you can do yours. Before you can go forward, you're trying to do theirs. And we stop organizing because we're so busy helping. Or we stop organizing because we just think everything has to be done right now. And so everything's a priority and we step away and we work on that priority. Don't hold yourself back. Build that list out. And then in your calendar, for me, it's I do my list from this time to this time. I wake up at this time, I get some food, I do my stuff, and this is the list that I get accomplished before I even start at 10. Some people are better with tasks. Okay, I'm going to do 3 tasks for from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. I do nothing but 3 tasks. And then, just different things like that. So look at how you're setting up your calendar and hold your boundaries to your space. But then have somebody who's going to recap with you. I recap with my business coach all the time. I recap with several. Eileen Murphy is my business coach with newreality.me, and it's phenomenal. But also I have Sarah Davis, who's the HR fixer, and she's kind of that counterpart to me. She really helps me balance out what I'm doing, and she reminds me when I'm overstepping things, or she also reminds me when I am using things as a distraction. That new platform I was talking about, I've spent a lot of time on that because when I move us, I know that the platform we're at right now isn't working correctly. So when I move us, I want it to be 100% right. However, that's been taking away from all the other things that I need to do. So today I sat down and Sunday is the checklist of stuff that I've needed to get done. And you all can thank Jeanette for the fun, amazing background because she said that I had to have a holiday a holiday commercial. And so I've surprisingly for the first time I've actually provided her with about 4 different commercials. Because I'm finding clarity in my business and I'm talking to people who are allowing me to express myself and where do I want to go and what am I achieving. When you're floundering and you're doing it by yourself, it's going to be very hard to come out of that flounder. It's okay to come out of it by yourself, but you need to build structures. Ellie has this amazing she has this an amazing box for people with anxiety, and it's her anxiety toolbox. And what I would love for you to do as a business owner is think of what are my toolbox? What is that toolbox for me as a business owner? And if you need an anxiety toolbox, go check out Ellie because she's going to be able to help you. Sometimes anxiety is one of the biggest things that come into your business, right? So build a space where you know this is my calendar, and when I start straying off of my calendar, I need to get back to it, right? My first step is what does my calendar look like? What boundaries am I overstepping? And reestablish that. The second step is not allowing people to come into your boundaries, right? So if you know that this is when I'm doing this time, I don't talk to people and let them know that. If somebody's concerned, hey, well, between 10 and 10 and 1, you probably won't hear from me because I have to focus on my business. And that's when I just do the things that are required for me inside of my business. And On Sundays, hey, Sundays are my day off. I do not communicate with anybody. I'm in my own space. This is where I get to work and do my self-care or other things like that. So really look at how do you speak, but enroll other people in what you're doing. If they don't know, then they can't hold that for you. So you want to make sure that you're incorporating your team, building out your family. My kid knows if I'm at the computer and my headset is in and I'm talking, he is fully respectful of the fact that I am building my business so that we can have a better life. So he's enrolled in that. And if Suki ends up making noises or barking or doing whatever, Charlie's the first person out here to make sure that she's being quiet because he's enrolled in what I'm doing and he understands those boundaries and he's helping me keep them. So enroll your family in what you're doing. Enroll your friends, enroll the people who you meet on a daily basis. I know for me, I'm super lucky because I'm trying to get that. Do you guys see the hat? I'm trying to get like, if you see me wobbling, that's why. But work with your family, work with your support system, allow people to know where you are so that they can properly help and support you in all of those things so that you can thrive and you don't have to flounder anymore. I look forward to seeing everybody so much. Thank you so much for your time. And, it's Hummingbird is going to give you that discount. Remember, when you sign up for the community, that discount is your discount. So you get 10% off of your first month. Your first month is free, and then you get 10% off of that first paid month. So that's super exciting, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all in the community, and I look forward to really building with you. Also, if you have not seen, let me I think I'll have to stop presenting because I don't think I'm presenting the page. But, ooh, yep, I'm not. I could probably, hold on. Let's see if I can change the page. If you have not already, go to bizstormingcommunity.net/accountability and fill out your monthly accountability form. That way you can keep yourself on track and be in that space where you need to be for that form. However, what I want to show you is under BizStorming events. I don't think that box is big enough for you to be able to see it, but when you go live with us, so BizStorming events, go live with us, we are rolling out that 30/30 topic and quick connect, meet my Rolodex. You can also join us on Creative Spirit. You have to get the password from Sarah, so book with her to make sure you get that password. And then Accountability Business Q&A is something that anybody can join me on. It's on LinkedIn on Fridays. So really utilize that time to be seen. As a business owner, I want you to be seen. Everybody who is on my list is somebody who I have talked to, and I know that you are passionate about what you're doing. And I would love to give you the opportunity to highlight yourself, be a part of the community, be seen. Sarah always accuses me of promoting everybody else, but in all honesty, how are we all going to grow if we don't share each other's promotions? So join me in these different lives, these different webinars, join me in these different events so that you can push your business to the next level. I look forward to seeing everybody. Thank you so much for watching the video. And for all of you who didn't know, this gets released on YouTube in advance. So join the YouTube channel because this will be in advance to the email. Always, always subscribe to us on YouTube at BizStorming. So we look forward to seeing you all. Thank you so much. Have a great day, guys.